Jacobsen. I am a student of political science at the University of New Hampshire and a voting citizen of this state. I wish to share a personal story with the committee today, and thank you for your consideration. 2 years ago, on the Saturday before Easter, my mother and I went for a quick trip to the mall. Walking around, we saw a young gay couple and their child. They were standing in line, waiting to take a picture with the mall's Easter bunny. Like all the other parents, they stood patiently in line and obsessively continuing to play around with this poor child's pastel-colored polyester dress, making sure that it was perfect for the very tacky picture. And my mother turned to me and said, "I just don't get it. I simply can't understand why people don't look at those two men and see the same loving, committed, and devoted parents as all the rest standing in that line. Why is it so hard to accept that love is love, no matter what shape, size, or form?" Although I knew my mother never had anything negative to say about the gay community, I had never heard her speak so passionately about the issue. I then figured she probably knew I was gay, even though I had never told her. At that very moment, I decided to take advantage of the positive energy and tell my mother that I was gay. I had not planned it, and ironically enough, the Macy's shoe department was not where I wanted to do it. But I turned to her and just said, "Mom, I'm gay." There was a painful long silence, and I did not expect that I was not the only thing that was coming out. Coming out as well were years of bottled emotions that I had had inside of myself for years, and it was happening in this moment. The striking confusion was quickly calmed down with a tender smile of my mother as she looked at me into my desperate face with despair and fear and told me that she was proud of her gay son. She said to me, what you saw in that couple is the only thing that I expect from you. That you will find a partner which you will respect and honor, that you will raise a family that is educated, compassionate, and humanistic towards the needs of others. And understand that love is the most important thing. You're not only my gay son, you are my gay son that one day will be my married gay son, and sooner than you think, you will be my gay son who is also a grandfather. I then felt that every burden that I ever had was lifted from my shoulders. Every insecurity was dissolved. And finally, I was beginning to feel content with myself. Soon after that, I left my state of New Jersey and began my studies of political science at the University of New Hampshire. I realized that how effective and life-changing policy really is, that through the hands of our legislators and the hard work of our citizens, we could legitimize the thousands of loving same-sex relationships under the law. My concern here is for the family, and giving full right of marriage to same-sex couples will continue to make our families larger and stronger. We must set an example for generations to come. We need to give hope to all those gay community members, the hope that they will find love and start a family.
Could you sum up his things?
Yes, ma'am. Those young people need to live in a society that accepts their relationships as equal. And we must tell them that who they are is not a perversion, but a privilege. Supporting marriage equality will move our state in the right direction, and in the process, we will learn a lot from each other. Many LGBTQ+ families and their members are waiting to be a full part of this society. We are waiting for the ability to marry the one that we love with no restrictions. HB 436 is an essential piece of policy that, under the law, this state will enter a new perspective.
Thank you. Keep your testimony.